ahead and get it started. Go ahead and hit snooze on that ad. So today I basically is like a catch-up from Wednesday since messed up my own scheduling on that day. Decided to do a little bit extra today and tomorrow. Today might be a short stream, but tomorrow will be at least, hopefully, regular time. I thought, why not? The new battle pass for the Pokemon TCG has dropped finally, so we can start finally looking into all of the new cards for that set. I missed the Mega Evolution one, but we at least got to open some physical cards for that. I don't know if I'll get any Phantasmal cards physically, but I can kind of look into it at some point. But that being said, we're going to play a couple, at least one game, and then I'm going to come back and just see if I can clean out the entirety of the pass, because got a lot of the points here that I can just use to buy it all the way up. What is it? 3 energy, attach a mega, or play a mega, and then 200? It's not hard. They do give you, where is it? It's going to be in here somewhere. Disregard all of the other types of decks that I have. I'm actually not sure what they called it. Is it just Mega Charizard EX? It's interesting that they put the Terror Charizard in here as well. I guess it's a late game. But yeah, they do give you a Mega Charizard deck, so I'm thinking, why not? Let's just go ahead and use this. I just realized that one Nest Ball? I mean, I get the superior energy retrieval, but one Nest Ball? You gonna need 4 Lily's Determination? You know what? I'm gonna play the deck as it is. I can understand. No, I can't understand 4 Arvins. Why would we have 4 Arvins when you have 3 tools? Is Cancerous not standard? I thought Cancerous is still standard. It'd be nice to have that for the battle cage. Either way, I'm thinking let's go ahead and give this a shot and just do some of the daily quests. We'll do it in competitive as well. I don't usually touch competitive a whole lot. I barely touch this game at all. I usually just do my dailies and then go about the business of my day. But yeah, we'll see if we can get a few wins with this. And then once we open the packs, we'll see if we can make something of a deck idea out of the cards that we get. I would assume it's going to give me a lot of cards across the whole battle pass. But I don't know. We'll see how this rides. Let's see how the Mega Charizard X EX deck can work. Let's start off going heads. Didn't look like a doesn't look like a deck that wants to go second, but maybe I'm also misreading it. So now we'll lament in the fact that I somehow didn't get a basic. I guess granted, it's only, what, the Charbanders, the Fez, the Cleffa, and the Chi-Yu, I think it was? Oh, and the Oricorio. All of the things that I actually kind of need. Oh, there was also the Reshiram in there. And I didn't get a basic. That's the game, I guess, but damn, does that suck sometimes. How many did it take? Okay. As long as it was only 1, that's fine. Ew, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I have to start with Fez. That's a start, I guess. I have to start with Fez. They're starting with Shuckle. What's the Shuckle do again? You can heal 30 damage from grass. So what am I fighting against here? Am I fighting against Is it just Ogerpon, or is it Venusaur Meganium Ogerpon, I wonder? Double attack for the turn. And the retreat to put it up front. They could, if I'm not careful here, they could just donk me and I'm dead. Luckily, we get the Charmander. What do I want to do here? I'd like to play as the Arven, right click. And we'll grab an Evo and... Ugh. I guess Evo... Not Rare Candy. Evo and, I guess a Nest Ball? That's probably the best to do? Looking at this deck, it's not the greatest. As much as I don't want to leave Fez up front to just take a quick blow like that right click, I kind of don't have a choice. So we'll take that. We'll put this on here. We'll evolve them. There's only one Charmeleon in hand, so we'll just hope to God that the other Charmeleons are in the deck, and they are. Thankfully. Got a little bit lucky there, I won't lie. Really would hate to lose Fez this early, but like it's kind of just up to my opponent if they can one-shot Fez. Battle Cage, nothing happens to the bench. I think. Is that what Battle Cage? Yeah, all damage counters being placed on bench Pokemon. So basically anything Monkey Dory-wise is shut down. I'm surprised they would make a card like that, but I guess eventually it was going to happen. Okay, so we're going to lose one Charmeleon. I guess that's fine. I guess that's okay. Because we have Burning Darkness. So that we can just charge up another one. And then we can't do that because they have a Hero Cape on there now. Not great, but not terrible either. So we can flip the script. We get an energy, which is good. We got more energies than I would have liked. And I'm stuck in a kind of position here. Because I would like to make sure I search for that energy to put it on there, but it's... I'll go ahead and go for this, just to see and make sure, can I get the energy? Okay, as long as I can get it. Because you never know, my entire prize could be... We'll put it on Fez, just as insurance. And then we'll Lily. Oh, and then we get the Mega Charizard. Not great, but not the worst thing in the world. We have Earthen Vessels as well to put them in hand. I can... We need the Mega in play, and we can't devolve our Charizard now. I guess that's just going to have to be all she wrote. What we'll do, is we'll put Oricorio down for the future. We'll... We don't have a lot of energy in the discard, so... I think we'll hold our hand. We'll just Infernal Rain for 210. They can only heal 30 off. And that's their only attack that's set up right now. That Hero Cape prolonged the inevitable... Namona. You know, I guess that's fair, actually. Namona would be fair. That gives them the tools they need to go ahead and draw more. Mega Heracross is interesting, so that's going to hit the bench, I would assume. I wonder if this is... No, because the middle of the battle pass gives you... Pardon? 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 Why was that 360? Is it... What? Why was that 360? Pardon? Am I... Oh no. This one might be a wash already, because I don't quite understand what just happened. So we'll dawn, I guess, because I really need another Charmander, and then I get a stage 1, right? What's my... I guess I get a stage 2, so I get the other Mega Charizard. No way to get things back from the discard yet, because I don't have the Super Rod. And how much energy is gone? That much? There's no point in doing that yet. I guess what we'll do is this and try to prepare for the future? Because we're in a big pickle. I can Arvin next turn for a rare candy at least. And then maybe set up that way. I don't need both Arvins. I don't need both Arvins. I'm gonna just go ahead and get set up. Take the chance to get the energy I need in hand. And then we'll Cruel Arrow the Ogerpon and get it out of here. What's in here? I should have looked through, because that would make sense that the other Charmander I kind of needed is in there. Now I have to wonder, is the other machine in there? So there's Whimsicott EX. Why did they do 360 with only... I'm really confused about that, because I'll have to, like, look back, maybe? I'll have to look back at the log. Reveals her hand, does 50 damage for each trainer card you find there. Oh. Alright, well, I got kinda lucky there. I'm gonna put the Charmander down. We're going to Super Rod the 3 back in here. Probably should have put the energy back in as well, but let's see. We Arvin first. Grab the rare candy. We do have a TM Evo. I'll put it in hand. It's fine. And then we're going to rare candy up a Mega. I have 2 energy in here. Just not really worth it right now. We'll go ahead and retreat. Put that up. Is it a fire weakness? Yeah, so we need to discard 2 energy. Jesus Christ, that's a big number. That's a really big number. Oh, I can discard it off of the Fez. What is that? 90, 180? Yeah, so just discard 2. That was a really big number, actually. So now, we only have the boss's orders in the Arvin. I could have probably took out the Mega Heracross. I guess that's just game next turn. This Iono doesn't hurt me that much. Especially giving me a Lily right afterwards. This Iono does not hurt me. Except I can't boss now. That's where it does hurt me. And I can't get the energy back either. So it does stall me for a turn unless I was about to say, unless I just boss's orders that up right now. There's really no point in playing the Cleffa right now. Yeah, I guess we'll just Lily. I can't boss. Could Ultra Ball for Charmeleon. Just stack all the energy on Charizard. How much will this do? 170, or this damage by an attack during your opponent's last turn. This attack does that much more. So, not yet. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and do Excited Turbo and just... Oh, that's right, I can only go to bench. But that's okay, because I can just discard the energy off of it, and, we'll... They already have the Battle Cage in play, so we'll just go ahead and discard the TM machines. I don't really need them. I can just get this Charmeleon in my hand, and then evolve it. And then honestly, do I even want a Precious Trolley? I don't really need the Precious Trolley. I can just discard one energy off of Charmeleon. Now we get a Pokegear, that's cool. So the question is, do they stall or is it just checkmate? Because if I look at Heracross... No, it has to be Heracross itself. Their hand... No, their hand is really small, too. This might just be GG's right here. What? Is that Mew? Is that a restart Mew? Yeah, okay. I always forget. It looks so weird on the bench like this with all of, like, the glitter and effects on it. So they get Ivysaur. A Lily. They can get an energy. Probably. But, like, none of that really matters, I feel like. It honestly looks like it kind of sucks for them, because they would really probably want... Yeah, they would have probably wanted Chikorita and Meganium a lot sooner. Because without it, they just don't have the damage to knock me out. Unless there's just, again, something I'm forgetting, because I still don't know why this guy did 360 last time. Oh! You know what I forgot? Terra Charizard is weak to grass because it's a dark type. That's why. Took a while to, like, register in my head. Since this isn't Terra Charizard, this shouldn't take a full beating. Counter Catcher, what? Fez to just KO Fez? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You only get 2 prize cards. It was a very close match, but let's just go ahead and do max damage. What? Dude, just drag the energy. And there you go. Well, there's a Super Rod. Pretty easy first match. Interesting that they went with Battle Cage for that. Along with the Mega Heracross. I guess Hero Cape on a Mega Heracross probably seems like a good idea, and then if you have Wally to heal it all the way, it only takes the one energy to do the attack. So I can see where the game plan was, but it just looks like they weren't able to draw it. What was that about? That's all of them. Yep, so that's literally everything on it. And then, how many tiers is that? That's 14? How many can I just go ahead and buy right now? Just right now. Let's see, how much is this? 1060 or 10600? I believe every level is 200. 82. 1480, so around here? Yeah, just barely. 91. So we can go all the way up to 91, and I'm just gonna do that. We're just gonna buy 77 tiers. Because one of the best parts about this is that once we collect it, we get all of these cards, and we get all of the packs that need to be opened, especially the collector's crates. Okay, so let's go ahead and just collect the rewards, and then we'll just open the rest of the packs in a second. Get the trade credits as well. We get the coin, the sleeves, the deck box, Toxicity. Searches for basic dark energy and attach it to one bench. And put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Interesting. Good for charging. Oh, it works with Sharpedo because of Sharpedo's attack. That makes sense. Ambipom discards 2 energy. 60 to each of 2 of your opponent's bench. That's... With Charizard, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Because then you can use that to snipe the bench if you feel like it. It just sucks that it's Ambipom. So it has to get evolved. Let's see, with Precious Trolley and like 1 Apom, sure. I could see that working. I can see that working, actually. Oh, wait, the Mega Heracross is 2 energy to do the Juggernaut Horn. I misread that. If it was 1 energy, it would be pretty decent, I feel like, but 2 energy, because you can wally off the damage. And I wonder how that works. So if you heal that damage, do you still get to do the extra bit, or is it just gone? Because either way, you have to be able to put that energy back on there. I mean, there's also just energy switching, I suppose. You can just switch energy back. That makes a lot of sense, too. Especially with Ogerpon to charge it like a battery. Yeah, I can see that kind of working. There's the Mega Charizard. Low kicks. Didn't even know there was a new Miss Magius. The new active is now confused, and you may draw cards until you have 6 in hand. Not as great when it's on an attack, but that's not a bad ability because it forces at least a status on there. So it could slow the game down if they fail the coin flip. A lot of praying to do that, though. Greedy Fang draws. And if there are 80 damage counters, it does 270. With a max belt, that'd be 320. Grass weakness. That makes sense, though. Wonder if there's any other way to make this do a lot of damage. Because with the Toxicity, obviously that works out. But what other ways could this do more damage? That's all I'm going to be thinking about tonight. Because once we start opening packs, there's one deck idea that I want to try and do, but it's going to be a little hard to get it to work, I feel like. So here, prevent all damage. All effects of attacks. Interesting. And then this Pokemon takes 60 less. It's nice to see Empoleon again. There's the card I wanted to use. Mega Lopunny. It feels like they saw the power of the other Megas that they put out and were like, let's bring that down just a tad bit. Because seeing this be like, oh, you just get to do 230 if you meet its condition is not great, honestly. With Gravity Mountain, you could maybe get things a bit close. And obviously it'll KO something like Ogerpon, but again, it's like trying to figure out where the extra damage will come from is the problem to me. Because all I can think of is Max Belt, and maybe I'm just small-minded, haven't played the game enough, but random Charmander. The full art version of the Mega Charizard. They just give you 4 of that, that's funny. They just say, hey, or play with it. Oh yeah, the Rotom that allows you to put 2 tool cards on each Rotom. Pretty neat, actually. I mean, just put an air balloon in a Brave Bengal? Maybe? I guess? I can see that working. Full art version of the Sharpedo. Full art version of the Lopunny. Only 1, though? Charmeleon. Duromaka. Technically infinite damage, but not that great. I guess good for the early game. They can get it set up. There's where it's better. That's where it's better, actually. Okay. I wasn't expecting them to bring another Darmanitan line back in. But that's actually pretty good. Because, I mean, the Charizard would just set that up. Or the Oricorio plus the Charizard sets it up pretty fast. You just have to get it evolved. 3 retreat cost is kind of heavy, but you're basically expected to have a lot of energy on this Pokemon. So that makes sense to me. Charcadet. Is that a reprint of a different Charcadet? Because I feel like there's a Charcadet that does the exact same thing except more damage. Well, whatever. Charcadet can just charge things up. Discard 4 basic energy from hand to do 220. When instead I could just charge up my bench and do what with 4? 360? That's not as good, I feel like. Swinub, Piloswine, Mamoswine. 240 in discarded stadiums, fair. Piplup with call for support, makes sense. Primplup, 72 the bench. You can already just start stacking this with Steel Energy too. I wonder if there's like maybe a neat deck idea you could do with that, because the Charizard's weakness is water, so. Empoleon with the Charizard weakness. You could boss up the Mega. There might be something you can do there. That's just more matchup dependent though. Line. You can do 130 and maybe paralyze. Interesting. Mischievous, for the Miss Magius. Snubble. Haven't seen the Gramble. Oh, there's a Gramble. Any damage counters it does on 80 instead of just 90. There's the Mega Diancie. Q, Milcery, Alcremie. Alcremie was also a weird one because I think it's like more damage per either energy or damage counter. Ooh, excuse me. So you can make the opponent's active confused. Okay, I guess. 40 damage for each Tauros that has any counters on it. You know, with Toxtricity, you could get away with that working. Maybe. That's still only at max, like... Hypothetically speaking, at max it's like 200 damage. Maybe 240 if you get something weird going on with some poison or something. I don't know. It'd be interesting if I could see that work out. Poison Ring. Opponent's actives now poison. They can't retreat. Weapon. Brava. Flygon. What does this Flygon do? We use this ability. So it gets a death trigger, basically? That's... I didn't know Pokemon would do that. Discard the top two cards of your opponent's deck. Huh. Weird to see Flygon with a grass weakness, but huh. Here comes the Mega Gengar with the Shadowy Concealment, making prize cards less, basically, for all the EX Pokemon. I remember when I was looking at Reddit earlier and I saw that this card was bugged. I wonder if they fixed it by now. Honchkrow. Discard 2 energy for 120 to any one Pokemon. It's interesting. If you have a stage 2, this does 90 damage. Yeah. Lotad. Carvanha. Wait. Just Lotad? No Ludicolo? No Lombre? It's so funny to look at this because it just gives me all of the singles as you're supposed to go up through the battle pass. Crocodile. I didn't even read that Crocodile. Toxel. Another Toxel. Another Toxtricity. Another Toxtricity. There's the Lombre. Why was this so far for the Lombre? Anzor. Bronzong. Oh, another one that works with the tool card setup. This probably does numbers with Revavroom and Rotom now. I never did get to make a Revavroom deck on this program. Kind of wish I did. Because 4 tool cards is funny. Togedemaru. Prevent all damage to this Pokemon by basics. Infinite damage with coin flips. I have yet to actually see a coin flip attack one-shot something. And I feel like it would be really funny too, but like I'm not trying to play for that. There's an Napalm. Choose a random card and just make them put it back. That's funny. There's Ludicolo. Yeah, but... Dismiss that. I thought I saw something. I just saw the bot just ban something. That's fine. was a little confused for a second. I was like, wait, did I see a message? But no. Any grass megas you can heal 60 from one of your Pokemon is interesting. Passive healing. So you play Ludicolo with Heracross. I almost want to see if I can make that Heracross work, but at the same time, I'm just not sure. There's Venarian and Nimble. Dugong, Fitfat. Full Art Piplup. Random Team Rocket's Mewtwo for some reason. Okay. I didn't know we were just going back to Destined Rivals for some reason. Alright, Cynthia's Garchomp. That's actually not as much of a punishment as one might think. Cleffa. The Charizard EX. Shiny Charmeleon. Full Art Air Balloon. Full Art Poffin. Candy. The Battle Cage. Blowtorch. You have to discard a fire energy, discard a tool or special energy from an opponent's in play, or a stadium. Okay. Interesting control. Here's Fire Breather that wants to be in that Charizard deck, if it's not already. Grimsley's good for the Sharpedo because you just slap the Sharpedo into the game basically. Full Art Dawn. Looks nice. Regular Blowtorch, regular Dawn. Dizzying Valley. Confused Pokemon don't recover from that condition when they evolve or devolve. That's a very niche idea with the Brambleghast. More Fire Breather, more Grimsleys. Jumbo Ice Cream. Here's the Punk Helmet. This is what I wanted to use for another deck. Considering... Oh, actually, wait. I may be able to use it for... No, it needs Dark. I was going to use it for Mega Absol. That's what it was. Because this needs Dark. Specifically. And I was thinking about this with a Mega Absol deck that I had in mind. This Pokemon takes 30 less from attacks that have an ability. So they have to have an ability, though. Wonder Patch is finally in the game. Full Art Jock. Interesting. Gold Counter Catcher. Finally! We have 111 packs! Oh boy. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? Yamper, Seal, Apom, Wondrous Patch, Blowtorch, the Bronzong. Oh, 20 for each of your Pokemon in play. Not as great, but it's a good turn 1. Or turn 2, I mean. Linoon. Is there Obstagoon, maybe? Or is it just stop at Linoon? I'd love to see an Obstagoon. What can that do, actually? If this Pokemon is on your bench and you have any Mega in play, you can switch this with the active. Okay. You could technically, I guess, save the active then, just do 70. Or if there's something in the active spot you don't want it in the active spot, that makes more sense. Works with Megas on that front. Okay. Oh, I'm dumb. That works with Lopunny because you can just put it back. That's a free switch. Because you put the Linoon up, and you swap back with Lopunny, either with Jet Energy or just doing a full swap. So you need to be able to put the energy on it, but I see the vision. I might try to make that work. I had something else in mind, so I have to look and see if there's like room for that. But I might try to make that work. Oh, oh wait, that might actually work out more than I think it does. That might work out more than I think it does. Gloom. Is that like 20 to each bench, I believe? Duraludon, Duramaka, Carvana, Meloetta with the Echo Voice, Haunter, Ceruledge, Bolton, Lombre, Suicune. 4 water energy, this attack does... Oh, wait a minute. If you have at least 4 in play, not on this Mon, to do 120. So you can set up 2 Suicunes. Okay, hang on. That starts to make sense a little bit. I think the Misty deck can work with this, if I'm not mistaken. Bolts, bolts. Can we not get 2 bolts, please? Thank you. Bronzor, Ramble, Ceruledge, Arcaludon, Jigglypuff, Suicune. I'm gonna start just like rapid firing these packs, honestly. I already have full Grimsley. Zigzagoon is nice. Active Pokemon is asleep and poisoned. And if this Pokemon was healed, this attack does 180. Ooh, that's kind of cool, actually. That was a Shuckle. Yamper, Gloom, Homo, Holoswine, Haunter. We're looking for more Lopunnies. I don't think it gave me a full set of Lopunnies. Got the Mega Sharpedo again. Actually, I think we're looking for Veneries because it didn't give me enough Veneries. Grimsley, Fire Breather. Punk Helmet's kind of nice. 20 damage for each grass energy attached to this Pokemon on the Bug Cannon Genesect. Again, with switching an Ogerpon, that probably works out. Hey, 4 Ambipom! I'm more inclined to try and use this now. Foxhole, Dugong, Sharkadet, another Fire Breather. I feel like the game is trying to ever more push me into just using Mega Charizard tonight instead of making a deck I want to try and use. Snubbull, Yamper, Swinub, Ramblin, Brock, Honskrow, Pawmot, Sagoon, Palmy, Mimikyu, Fire Breather. I think we're set on the Fire Breathers now. You can start giving me the Fire Breathers. They changed the rates. Viper, Meloetta, Toxicity. Did I read the ability on Survivor? If we get another Survivor, I'll actually stop and read it for a second. Ronzong. Another Dawn is fine. More credit so I can just get the cards that I need for the deck idea I have in my head, is the better. Thank you. Just a sec. Oddish. Gligar. Mr. Smiggle. Okay. I was supposed to read that. Just went into autopilot. Hey, at least we got a free Oricorio. More than what we already have. That's kind of cool, but a little bit terrifying. Regular Absol, Darmanitan. You know, it would be funny if Megas could evolve from the regular, even if it doesn't say it, like on the top. But I doubt they'd ever do branching evolution type cards like that. Suicune, Murkrow, Moltres, okay. It's weird to be yawning like this when I shouldn't be that tired. Eternus, I think Eternus has a way to like lock down your active spot or the enemy active spot, so that you can do cool poison strats. This Pokemon has no energy attached. Has no. Oh, I didn't read that on the Charmander. That's actually nice to know. Yeah, it's a coin flip. Oh, can't use attacks. This Pokemon can't use attacks. Discard the stadium. I think it's just the Yveltal that I'm thinking of then. I thought this Eternus also had something. 90 more damage if the opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards. Is there a way to make that do more? Croc, Caravana, Apom, Grimsley, the Valley, Crook, Ghastly, Nimble, Gymsec. I was about to call him Gymsock for some reason. Phantasmal Flame with the Milcery, Charmeleon. Is that the first Charmeleon? Ludicolo, Blowtorch. Why do I get the feeling I'm about to see the Fire Breather again? I have this sneaking suspicion I'm about to click this Sacred Charm and I'm gonna see the Fire Breather. Okay, no, thank God, it was just Apom. Or Ambipom. Okay. Finally, another Baneri. That took way too long, man. I still need more of them, and we have like 90 more packs to go. There's a battle cage. Okay. Alright. Can we stop getting the Blowtorch? I'm asking nicely. Can we stop getting the Blowtorch? If I want to get blown by hot flames, I go to a rap battle. It can't even be the full art version, dog. Alright, I get it. You want me to play Charizard. I'm not going to, but I get it. Thank you. This is less exciting considering it's just not the physical cards. And I would have liked to have gotten like the physical Phantasmal Flames like booster box, but I'm not paying $300 for that, man. Like, I wanted to get a second Riftbound as well, just to see if we couldn't look for more of the Ari signature spell. But like, I was not trying to pay $300 for that. I don't have $300 for that. Card market in the physical sense is just kind of buckled and dusted at this point. I wish something could be done about it, but like all we can do now is just wait for reprints. Or proxy, but like I'd rather actually be able to play with all the cards that I officially have. Zone, Grimsley again, another Valley. And Valpul. So this set feels like it had a heavy emphasis on fire for the Mega Charizard and grass for the Heracross. Like, it feels very supportive of those two. And maybe I'm just not thinking about some of the other typings that came out. I mean, I haven't seen another Miss Magius yet, so it doesn't dawn on me for anything there either. Okay, cool, another Baneri. Every time I see another Piloswine too, I keep thinking about the Mamoswine EX, where it does more damage for more stage 2s you have. Or these Mamoswines, then again you're running fighting and water energy at that point. I mean, call it, good friend Crispin. Flygon for Mill. Flygon for mill, but you'd have to be able to put it back in hand. Yamper. Genesect. Energizing Sketch on the Smeargle. From Pluck Ghastly. A Palm. Another Battle Cage. That's fine. Another Wondrous Patch. I don't really need those. Thank God, another Baneri. I think that one's foil. Another Meloetta. Hey, another Megalopony. We're getting there. Murkrow. Darmanitan, Crocodile, Alcremig, Blake Guard, Charmeleon, another Genesect. Now we're just getting repeats of Genesect. That's fine. You know what? I cried about the fire type stuff. I'll sit through the grass. It can't hurt me more than anything else has hurt me. Another Pump Helmet. Well, I mean, it's nice to pull the Gengar, I guess, at that point. Swine, Milcery, Mimikyu, Seal, Crocodile, Alcremig, Ludicolo. Alright, Haunter, Ambipom. You know what? I can at least be safe in saying at least there's no Lydian. That's good enough for me. I'm not being tortured by that. Mimikyu, Charmeleon. Another Dizzy Valley. The weird part is, like, you have the rares that end up just being foil versions of the other stuff, and it kind of clouds it, but, like... Or you just get a Mega Sharpedo. It's fine. I almost want to try and use the Mega Sharpedo deck and see if I can't make that work. I mean, like, I gotta look at the Charizard one and just change some stuff in that, because I don't like that deck the way it is. And there's a few cards to just put in there, especially the Fire Breather. I would like to use it a little bit more and just spruce it up a little bit, but not the goal of today. Jigglypuff. I was supposed to read that Survivor. Ceruledge, Snubble, Rimplup. Oh hey, another Mega Diancie. I almost want to throw that in my Gardevoir deck. I do have a physical version of that deck with Diancie in it. Wonder Patch, Cresselia. Another Charmander's fine. More trade credit is better than nothing at all. Oh hey, another Miss Magus. Yeah, it mates the active confused as well, right? Yeah, so whenever something comes up, it's confused. Nice for stalliness, I guess. I just realized Terra Charizard can have the Punk Helmet. Fuck. My life? I guess I should stop that train of thought. The feds are after me, I guess. Fine, I won't think about the Punk Helmet on Terra Charizard. Just move on. You know, I didn't check Phantasmal Flames. I wonder, is there like a gold variant for these as well? Is there gold Charizard and gold Sharpedo? Because Mega Evolutions was gold Lucario, gold Gardevoir. Who is the front facing? Oh no, it wouldn't be Sharpedo. It would be gold Mega Gengar, I think, actually. And Charizard. I said it before, but making a stadium that just shuts down Monkey Dory is really, really funny. A whole ass stadium just to say I don't want your 30 damage counters anymore. Hello, darkness, my old friend. We're gonna go restroom. Alright. We have 76 more packs. It's so tempting to just hit click all, but at this point, I'm committed. I want to know what's exactly in 76 more packs. We still have the collector boxes to do afterwards, actually. We'll get to the deck building part of this stream at some point. At this point, I can just rapid fire them. I've already seen basically almost the whole set at this point. I mean, unless I'm just missing something. Sableye, Snubble, Mischievous. Not gonna talk about it. Not a big Diancie. Alright, so we're good on Beneries. I think actually we were good on that from the very get-go, because I only need 3. That's not a deck where I'll run 4 of the Mon itself. Flygar, Moltres again. Lots of Moltres. I know we're stacked up on Wonder Patches. That's the second Empoleon ever. Why did it take that long to get another Empoleon? I almost want to do that one too, but I'd have to... Does Steven's Metagross allow you to get that energy to anything, or just other Steven Pokemon? Because I can see that Empoleon working with Steven, but not a lot of other stuff. At least it wasn't a second Fire Breather that time. I realized Forest of Vitality works to just put Ludicolo all the way up. Turn 2. Honestly, Force of Vitality is just really good for anything that is grass and it's a 3-stage evolution. Because you can prop up Vileplume quickly. You can prop up the, what else? If you wanted to use Superior Line from Black Bolt, White Flare, you can use that. Obviously with Meganium. And then Ludicolo. It's honestly interesting to think about. I'd have to look at some grass Pokemon. Hey, we finally got a Mega Heracross. Took a while. How would you accelerate this energy back after healing it? I can only assume you get the damage after healing, because it doesn't say on this Pokemon. It just says damage that was done. It's just remembering the damage done. Another Lanoon, that's pretty good. Ooh! Illustration rare Oricorio. Another Lanoon. Another Lanoon. I think we're set on those. A fourth Oricorio has hit my card collection. Zigzagoon, Yamper, Milcery. Double Crook is funny. Regular Miss Magus is also kind of funny. I do love that Pokemon. I don't know what it is about Miss Magus and Mischievous, but I do love those. Those are one of my favorite ghost types. I wish they would get Vegas. Or something new and flairful, I guess. Okay, Sturmaka. At this point, I can just do ASMR TCG Live. Because, like, I'm committed to just click through all of these packs. And we still have the collectors to do after this. We're only at 60 left. Yeah, I should read what that Crocodile actually does. Oh, I had it with Ambipom this time instead of the Moltres. Lava, Creme, Tormented. You know, it's kind of weird how it orients the cards. Because I guess it goes through the commons and uncommons, but then the rares and anything else above just stack on each other. Another Baneri. Another Megalophony. I would also kind of think the Bronzong would work, but I'd have to figure that one out. That one... Can I use my spacebar? I was about to hit that, but I don't know if it would count as a collect all. Emsley, Palmot. Well, so much for this being the shorter stream. It might turn into a longer stream at this rate. Actually, no. This is not taking nearly as long as regular card pack openings take. You know what? I'll take it. I didn't know it was gonna throw the collector one in front of me first. But I'll take it. It's a nice change of pace to just get all of the foils. Let's see what's in here. Foil Puff, Foil Bronzor, Foil Darm, Foil Arc, Foil Ambi, Rotom EX, finally. That's actually pretty cool for the Flygon. Another one is the Miss Magus. Full art Rotom. You love to see it. And another Dawn. Oh, we get both crates? Rapido. Wigglytuff. Didn't actually need that either. That's the funniest part. Okay, we're just getting all of the crates now in the middle. So does it just follow the battle pass? I guess it just follows the battle pass. Full art Yamper is funny. Full art Ludicolo. Rotom. Dawn. Double Dawn. Wooper? Wait. There was a Paldean Wooper? Why is there a Paldea Mooper? Is there Clodsire? That's actually a sick-ass card. I love the art around this. It's weird for him to get, like, attention out of all of the other Elite Four members from Gen 5, because I'd rather see Chantal. You don't really hear a lot about Marshall either. I mean, Caitlyn was in Heart Gold and Soul Silver's Battle Frontier beforehand, but you also probably don't get to see a lot of her afterwards either. They just prop him up a lot. Which is funny, because I don't really know that much about him lore-wise. Well, there's that. We don't need that, but thanks anyway. I'll take it. I'll just go back and look at the damn Survivor later. Who knows me out in here? Well, you know what? Finishes out the collection of it. Fine by me. Sharpedo. Freebus, Piplup, Cresselia, Galladon, Genesect. Mega Diancie cool. Oh, can I like... I can't right click it. That feels bad that I can't actually look into it so I can read it. Because the effect kind of glosses over it. Is it just 30 damage instead of 10 for trip over? That's a cool looking Ignition Energy. That's actually kind of cool looking. I kind of like that. That's really cool looking. I want more of it, please. Mega Lopunny, Mega Sharpedo. Can I get another of that Ignition Energy, actually? Brinsley Move, another Meowth. Heracross, Dugong. The other form of Charizard there. And then another of that Charizard. Okay, fine. Now we're back to the regular card packs. We have 50. We have 50 more. That was a nice commercial break, I suppose, to show you what you could get if you were lucky. Oh, hey, another commercial break. My spirit is wilted. You guys don't care anymore. Hey. Torpedo. Whoa! I was wondering which one was going to be the gold card. So we actually got one now. As I remember, you can't craft the gold one until weeks after the set. So finally got a gold one. That was from the collectors, I think. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is bruised. I saw the Carvana, and I'm just sitting here like, yep, I need a new car, I guess. Emperor, Milcery, Cresselia, Gliscor. I was kind of hoping to say Gliscor a third time. Yes, another battle cage. Getting a lot of trade credit, so I'm very hopeful I won't need a whole lot to make the deck idea I've got. It doesn't help that the Pokemon that I... Oh, before I fall into my PC. Jeez. There's some stuff sitting over here. I'm just hoping the cards I want to put in here are not going to be too expensive to craft. Snubble, Trapinch, Charcadet, Nimble, Cresselia, Gliscor, Gramble, another Flygon. Every time I see it, I'm just trying to think, how does this work? Because you just get to mill. Every time you evolve it to hand, you get to mill. And that's fine, that's fair. And it's a single prizer. But at most, so you can keep touring things. Is there another way to put Pokemon back in hand, maybe? Maybe there's a card from a previous set that I'm not thinking about or I haven't seen. I was trying to think about how do you make this an effective strategy of milling? Because at most, you can get 12 cards in a turn. No, not 12 cards in a turn, sorry. I'm not thinking clearly about how many of a card you can have in a deck. You can get 8 cards milled in a turn. Plus anything else that does mills. I guess that does rack up eventually over time. Someone smarter than me will probably figure that one out. I gotta talk about that fire breather. Is it wrong of me to try to kind of hope for a stadium that'll make normal type stuff a little bit better? And I guess Battle Cage just protects your bench, but I don't know. Oh. Cool Togedemaru. That was kind of nice to see. Alright, we're at 40 cards. We're getting to the end of this. We're getting to the end of this. You know, I might also make that Rotom deck. I just have to think about the tools that I want to put in hand. But I'll probably also have to make the other Rotoms. Because I think the other Rotoms are from a previous set. Oh hey, another Gengar. I believe they gave me the Gengar deck already. As like a sneak peek. Oh, I just realized how evil that is to put the Punk helmet on Gengar or Mega Absol. Ew, that's evil. That's kind of evil, actually. Doesn't the regular Gengar make it to where you put 20 damage on something when you attach energy to it? So in essence, if somebody attaches energy, they're just indirectly forcing the Mega Absol condition. Another Linoon. Good. Jumbo Ice Cream's nice. That is just good healing, actually. It's interesting to think about, because Pokemon is kind of fast when you think about it. Considering, at this point, all you have to do is take out 2 Megas, and you win. Or you take out some conjunction of a Mega, an EX, and a single prizer or two megas or two EXs before the mega. Like, Pokemon's pretty fast nowadays. At least more than what I remember it being like. Granted, I didn't play it that much when I was younger. It's interesting to think about and compare it to, like, other card games and their speed. I mean, you look at Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh's over turn 1 or turn 2, depending on whose hand is just better at that point. I miss the days when Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually went for, like, 11 turns on either side. And Magic's just a toss-up. I guess it just depends on Standard or Commander and what bracket of Commander. Haven't gotten to try out Riftbound just yet, and I'm trying to think about where I can go to maybe play a few games of that. And try to get dip my toes into that one, see how fast that one can go, either 1v1 or in a 4-person. Like a Charizard, Ludicolo again. Blowtorch, the Sharpedo, and the full art Lopunny once more. I'll take that. Wasn't expecting to get the collector crate again, so that one caught me off guard. Jumbo Ice Creams, nice. Jigglypuff. Oh, finally a regular Empoleon. How long did that take to get the regular? What was that, like 50 packs? I got 2 of the other Empoleons for the regular one. This is even the regular one. It's got the stars all over it. Alright, we'll speed this up a little bit. We've seen almost everything. Oh, now another full art battle cage. Was not expecting to see that. I wanted to actually read that. Alright, Miss Magius. So we're full into Miss Magius now. We're getting extra for the Veneri. That's not new, though. Is it just saying that it's new because I've just been opening packs this whole time? Alright, now we're full in the regular Lopunny. Let's see, if we played with Lanoon... I have to look back. I think Lanoon was a 1 energy retreat. It would be nice if it was a no energy retreat, but I think it was a 1 energy retreat. We played with Lanoon, we had Mega Kangaskhan, obviously. Then I have to think about the other Pokemon I wanted to throw in there. Trying to think what items. I mean, switches are good. Jet Energy's great. Mist Energy, I think, for status conditions? In which case, we run Hilda's to just grab the Mega Lopunny. I think we still run... No... with... I It's only 2 cards per turn. Yeah, it's only 2 cards per turn. If we ran without Fez. Not the worst thing to get to 2 cards per turn, but it's less. But maybe that less is actually more when I think about it, because then I don't restrict myself to Fez. Trying to think about this card out loud. Still need to think about how I'm going to do all the Pokemon within it. Swine, Durumaka, Lotad, Brammelghast, Bronzong, Honchkrow, Zacian, Sacred Charm, Genesect. Aw. I thought that was leading up to something. Okay. Open a regular pack, just get another one of this Charizard. That kinda sucks. There's like 4 different Charizard EXs, honestly. That's so many different versions of this one Charizard. And I understand it's the front-facing card, but damn, man. Man, I'm just not that much of a fan of Charizard. We're at 19 more. 19 more Fortnite cards. Who wants them? It's a 1 retreat. Okay. Mega Sharpedo. With the Rotom deck, I bet you, yeah, you just run Air Balloon on literally most of them. You can't run it on all of them because there's like, I think there's 5 or 6 Rotoms. What is it? It's the mower, the washer, the dryer? Or is it a stove? I think it's like a stove. The mower, the washer, the stove, the regular, the fan? I think? I think that's 5. You can only get 4 air balloons in your deck, so most of them would have that retreat be free. And I believe their Gadget Show attack that does more per what's it called? Per tool is like 2 colorless. So I think it's just a lot of Brave Bingle and Air Balloon. I wonder what other tools you would throw in that, though. I feel like there's another one I'm just not thinking of. And obviously in that deck you'd run Town Store. Dons, Duromakas, Reshiram. We're at 13 packs left. It took so long. We're not done after this, I just realized. I only went to tier 91. We're not done. This is so much less when it has to be digital. We at least have all the Charmanders and the Trapinch. And the Wigglytuffs at this point. And the Ludicolo and the Ambipom, for what it's worth. just realized Ambipom is really shut down by that Stadium 2. Oh my god, which stadium? I just had an epiphany. Which stadium was it that was like basics? Stage 1s can do 10 more damage? Because that's probably what I need to look for. So I can have that stadium in hand too. Because you can have the battle cage to protect your bench, and then you have the other stadium to just get more damage out. Good on the Jumbo Ice Cream, I suppose. Another one of the Charizard. Oh, wow. We're almost done with this volley. I cannot wait to see what the final total of, like, trainer points is that I am about to get. But I just want to mention, I had all of the points to buy all those tiers just from playing the game once a day. 1 match, 2 matches, maybe 3. Just to get the dailies done so I could get all of this. This game is very phenomenal about being respectful of your time and just a good free-to-play game in general. And I hope they never change it. This is what I wish all of the digital fronts of card games could be like. I'd play Yu-Gi-Oh! More if this is what Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like. I almost want to go back to Magic Arena, but like Magic Arena just isn't there yet. Is this the last pack? Or is it the next to last pack? Okay, that was the last pack. So we receive what? I don't even know what this currency is. Or is that just 1,200 cards? Did we just receive 1,200 cards? So we get 3,400 trader points, obviously. We get 18,000 credits. $18,000 credit. Well, if I didn't have a full art that I wanted aside from this, I guess I get it now. We get 4 copies of everything. We even get 2 of the air balloon as well. Oh, there you go. It doesn't even play the number going up. It just poofs them up. Okay, and then we still have more packs. We still have more packs. We're not done. We are not done. So we'll spend $1,800 to get $2,850 back, which is honestly phenomenal. And just complete the battle pass in a singular day. Which honestly means I had 2 or 3 days more that I didn't have to play beforehand before I got this. And I just want you to know, I only started in the middle of Mega Evolution for the last battle pass. So if I played every single day, just that 1 or 2 matches a day, I will just have the next battle pass ready. Probably 2 over. Because I mean, like 10 weeks. That's basically 75 days. 75 days times 600. I mean, I don't actually know what the math is on that. Okay, wait. That's 150. So that's 450. That's 45k. That's 2 battle passes, and you still have 5k over for other things. If you play every single day and just one match. Because that's all it takes. As you saw when I did the dailies earlier, like an hour ago. That's all it takes is one match and you get your dailies done. At most, it's 30 minutes of your time. So respectful of your actual time. It's insane. We get the rest of the Oricorios that I ever could need. Another Rotom. I guess you could put a max belt on one of those Rotoms, because then you do 50 more damage on top of that, instead of just Brave Bengal. You can also Precious Trolley, because they're all basics. I think you can also just Buddy Buddy, and just fill your bench. I don't know, I feel like you just run max belt with that. Because you have all of those typings, you can hit weaknesses. The only thing you probably would want to do is Tool Scrapper, so you can move tools around. Tool Scrapper is from 2 Pokemon, I believe. So yeah, I think you would run Tool Scrapper too, so you can be more flexible with your tools. Ethan's Ho-Oh is not what I was expecting. But this is also another fire type charge. But it only goes to 2 basics is the problem. Oh wait, no. It only goes to Ethan's Pokemon, not 2 basics. You get 2 basic fire energy. Which is cool, because I think his Typhlosion works off of that. But if you play with Ethan's Pokemon and you just slap Mega Charizard in there, I think you can get something going with that. To where... Oh lord. So you just put the 2 energy on Mega Charizard. You just have... No. Nah, at that point you already have Oricorio. There's no point in the Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's just kind of crept out. Because then you just don't have the restriction, it's just bench. The only difference for a Ho-Oh is that you can put it on a Ethan Typhlosion in the active spot. That's about it. We'll set on the Battle Cage and Dawn. Nice Punk Helmet. Sacred Charm. And we have 47 more packs! Dear God, help me! Not even gonna call the point. I'm not gonna call the damn thing's names out. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to see that fire breather ever again. I got both Survivors. Are you kidding me? Wondering if I would play the Monkey Dory even with Lopunny. You get to move the damage off at least. Alright, here we go. Crocodile. Mega Heracross. We're set up on that. Oricorio. Togedemaru. The other Oricorio. Another one of the Rotom. And another one of the Charizard. Another crate. Piplup. Charizard. Yamper. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was also looking for, was the other Ignition Energy. That's what I wanted. Sharpedo. And a gold Charizard again. So we're just set on the full art Charizards at this point. Got another Empoleon, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we're full in the Rotom. Okay, so we're full on Empoleon now. I'm tempted to look into that with Steven. I'd have to, like, pull up the Steven, Metang, and Metagross. We're full on Dawn. Alright, we got a full art switch. Didn't know that was here. Kinda would like more of those. Can I have more? Alright, full art Zacian. Okay, okay. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. It gave me more. I'll take it. I didn't even realize we had 4 of that, but alright. We're just good on everything at this point. I swear, we're about to get another 10,000 worth of points. Oh my god, we got a 3rd gold Charizard. I was not expecting to get another gold Charizard. How did we get a 3rd Charizard? Let's make a Diancie again. Wasn't the 4 foil Baneri? Embold, Jigglypuff, Gloom, Swinub, Mamoswine. Oh, if there wasn't before, it is now. Come on, I want that switch. Give me more of that switch. You showed me that, and like, it's like I've opened Pandora's box or I've seen Valhalla. I'm gonna go crazy without going back. Sorry, I thought something was crawling on my fingers. You know what? At the very least, another Survivor is not going to show up. See? Perfectly fine. this. It's another 23 pack. I think there's like 2 more crates to open as well. More thinking about it, maybe instead of max belt, I'll put Hero's Cape in that deck that I'm thinking of. Because maybe having the extra 100 health will matter more. So I can guarantee that I can survive a turn. But if I go up against a Charizard, which I'm expecting to go up against, not being able to one-shot that Charizard is kind of a problem. Because that deck, the deck I already played with could get the energy in hand. And then with a few card upgrades, you can get more of that energy in hand. It's not hard. And getting it out of discard is also just not hard either with the super energy retrievals. Make sure I'm just not missing any messages. There you go. Like the 8th time I've seen that Sableye, and I'm kind of sick of that too. Never get tired of seeing that Suicune though. Neri, Nimble, Bolton. Is there anything good at the end of this pack? Can we get the 4th gold since the game is so generous to give me the other 3? I know that's being greedy, but like, at this point I'm kind of expecting it. Nah, instead it gives me Rotom. It gives me Reshiram again. That wasn't new! That wasn't new! Was it? I was almost waiting for the new thing to pop back up this time. What if the Zacian could be good in certain types of decks? You know what needs to go in that Lopunny, by the way? Turo. I have to make sure that goes in there. I didn't think about it that way, but actually, now that I think about it again, yeah, no, if I can stall out properly, then maybe I want to get a handheld fan. If I can stall out properly, then the Lopunny should be able to cycle enough just to get the kills at the right time. They're faster, so they can start taking things out faster. Like, it's already over 100 packs. I want to be free from this prison. It's only 6 more. May God have mercy on my soul. this into perspective, if I tried to do this physically and just had these cards physically in hand, not only is it A, over like 1,000 cards, 2,000 cards at that, B, that's like, what is it, 100 packs? Oh my god, that's thousands of dollars, I think. I think we're hitting multiple thousands of dollars. Like, legitimately, yeah, I think I'd be stuck here for an eternity trying to package it all. Alright, with three packs left. I don't care about seeing Yamper and Bolton anymore. God, I can only hope that something in the last pack is going to be really funny. Ambipom, what's in the last pack? What's in the last pack? Togedemaru, Pomni, Gligar, Carvana, Crocodile, Honchkrow, Grimsley's Move, Seal, Gramble, Ambipom. That was so many less cards, and I still got almost as much as when I first opened all the packs. 485 with the extra trader points. Oh, 450. 4,450 and 40k. And we're done with the battle pass. Let's go ahead and just make that Lopunny deck that I want to make, shall we? So, first off, I have funds so I can get customization. What's a deck box I want to get for this Lopunny? I doubt there's like a Lopunny thing or a Baneri already existing. There's Snubble. Interestingly enough, there's Snubble. Oh, that's a nice Gengar one. It's a nice wintry feel there. You know what? I feel like being terrible with my spending habits. The Holidays 2023 one. Sure. We'll make it that, and then let's look at the sleeves. Why do they have the 4 different Deerling seasons? It's a lot of appreciation for Gengar. Wouldn't have expected that, honestly. Let's look non-threatening. Let's get the Wooloo one. That's 750 for some reason. Totally not a waste or anything. I just realized there's not like a centralized trainer for Baneri or Lopunny. It's not like I can get a Joker coin. It'd be kind of funny. Yeah, we'll just do colorless normal. Alright, so those are good. We'll just set this to... If I could spell, that'd be great. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Okay. So, in terms of Pokemon, let's go ahead and just grab Lopunny. And we've got 2 of this. I want to get this. We only want 3 of it in here. We'll go ahead and grab Baniri. Which Baniri actually is the true question. Tax doing 20 less is pretty good. Let's see, what does the other Baniri get? It gets the switch, okay. And it's just within range of Buddy Buddy. So you can just pull it from the deck. It sets it up to let it, like, sit in the back. But I think Charm is a little bit of a better idea, just so you take less damage. So we'll do 3 of the Charm one. And then we're going to look for Mega Kangaskhan, obviously, because that's going to be our draw for this particular deck. And we only get 1 run errand, so we don't need that many Mega Kangaskhan. 2, at its most 3 is fine. We get the ignition energy for it, maybe get a handheld fan as well. Just because it's a Mega Kangaskhan. Thinking maybe grab a Brave Bengal for this deck as well. I'm not entirely certain. I have to look at all the tools at my disposal. So we'll grab 2 of the Mega Kangaskhan. Let's be on the safe side. We'll look for Zigzagoon. Having found out about the thing it can do, this is just the better Zig. Yeah, this is just honestly the better Zig, because a coin flip to do no damage is kind of like I'll take 10 or 20 guaranteed versus the coin flip to not do any at all, honestly. I mean, maybe it's smarter to take the coin flip one, considering it's not supposed to be there to attack anyway. You know what? Risking it for the biscuit's probably okay, too. We'll go with 2, and then get Ladoon. Because we don't want the bench to get full of them. Now, if I could spell... Get 2 of that. So we have 12 Pokemon there. Now we're going to grab the other Pokemon I actually wanted to grab for this, which is Bouffalant, if I could spell it. And if it's in standard. It's OU, isn't it? Yeah, it was OU, that's why. That's the Bouffalants we have. What I want to get is, I think, a Bouffalant that I don't have, so I have to set it to all. And see all 4 of them. Yeah, so we don't have this. So... this is a nice backup attacker in case things start to go south, especially with some ignition energy. We also have Mega Kangaskhan to do that as well. But, like, this also with handheld fan is going to do kind of big numbers. I basically have both this and Mega Kangaskhan in case things go south. Because both of them are basics. And the thing that makes it even better is going to be when I pull up the other Bouffalants. So we're going to take... how much is this? I can't exchange this, can I? This card is not yet available for exchange. Okay. So I can't exchange that. So I can only exchange... let's do 2. 1,200, that's fine. I have the cash to spare. We'll do 2 of that. That's at 14. So with the other Bouffalants, not this one, but I think it's Curly Wall. Yeah. So as long as you have one other Bouffalant in play, all basic colorless Pokemon take 60 less damage from attacks. And obviously the effect the Curly Wall can't stack. Because if it could, that'd be broken. So once again, this works for stalling things out with Handheld Fan, Kangaskhan, as well as Bouffalant itself in case I need to use it. So we have Mega Lopunny to do striking damage, and then we have basically a wall of Buffalo and Kangaroos. Essentially, it's kind of twofold, and there's a lot of basics to where I can actually get things into play. Let's take 2 of those guys. 16 Pokemon's fine, I think. At most, maybe I could still throw Fez in here, just so I have the, I have that extra draw in case I do lose something. But you have the Lanoons to swap out for Mega Lopunny. We're gonna look at energy first, and I'm gonna just grab Jet Energy first. I'm gonna grab the Jets and the Ignitions. We'll grab both Ignitions, and we'll grab 3 Jets. The only problem here is that, like, we're not gonna be able to search for energy that well. Considering, like, that's 5 special energy and not normal energy. Legacy is a nice one, but that's not the A spec I'm going to use. I think I'm going to go with what was it called? I think I'm going to go with here. Okay, Spike Energy is also funny, simply because it's just more damage on top of everything. Yeah, Mist Energy would prevent effects of attacks. Therapeutic would prevent statuses. I think Mist is fine to get one of. Medical could heal, but I don't think we need Medical. We don't need Luminous because nothing has different different energy that we need to be worried about. We don't need Boomerang, obviously. Reversal would also be nice, just because it'll stick around. And then we should probably get some basics so that we can search for that basic, either with an energy search or some other method, just so we can make sure that we can still attack. Because what we can do, there's not a lot of evolving, so we don't need that many Hildas. I mean, it doesn't really matter what, if I run Monkey Dory, I can just run Dark Energy. Yeah, sure, why not? We can be evil. We can be evil. We can run one Monkey Dory. Watch it always be in prize, by the way. And we'll just run 4 Dark Energy. I think that's good for the energy that we would need. Trying to think, is there any other energy I want to use here? And it's just not coming to my head. Now for stadiums here, I mean, obviously we're going to take Air Balloon. Air Balloon is a good idea. Actually, wait. Was Bouffalont a 3 retreat? Because I know Kangaskhan is a 3 retreat. No, Bouffalont is a 2 retreat. Yeah, Booff's a 2 retreat. So yeah, we want Air Balloons. 2 Air Balloons will probably be fine. The thing about this is there's not a lot of evolutions that I need to grab because it's just Mega Lopunny. So I don't need as much of Hilda as I might think. I can still play Hilda. And we can play 3 of Hilda. Actually, wait. No, I don't have that. You know, I have the cash, actually. I'm gonna just play 3 of this type of Hilda. Not exchangeable, never mind. Not exchangeable, never mind, actually. I should read that sometime. That's 9 weeks?! Why? I want that now! You tell me I have to go buy the Black Bolt stuff to get that? That sucks. Artisan might. No, I don't think Artisan is actually a good idea. I mean, Artisan will allow me to grab Monkey Dory, Boof, Zigzagoon, Baneri, all of those good ones. 2 Buddy Buddies would also be okay. Actually, wait, there's the full art. I can use the full version. I don't want the gold one. How much does the gold one cost me to exchange for 2? Phew. You know, I don't need that. I don't need that, actually. I don't need that. No, you don't need those type of things in your life. You don't always need the flashiness in your life to do what's right. What is the Amulet of Hope? I've never heard of this card. Search your deck for 3 cards and put them in hand. Ooh, okay. Trying to think if I would want Artisan. Because that would allow me to grab basic Pokemon. I just couldn't grab Boof along with it. Obviously, you want Nest Balls. You want a lot. You want 4 Nest Balls. I don't have a gold one, do I? Nah. I don't feel like trying to purchase 4 gold ones like that. We'll do 3, actually. Another thing we can do is we can grab Colress. Because with him, I can grab a Stadium. I don't have a full Colress. We'll grab 2 Colress. We'll look for Lily, obviously. We'll play 3 Lilies. We're at 42. I just need to be kind of careful. We're looking for Turo next. Do I have a full Turo? I have 1 full Turo. 1 Turo's fine. I think an Iono is okay. If not, I'll replace her with something else. But I feel like an Iono's okay. We need the fan now. Yeah, handheld fan. I'm surprised I never got one of these. You just start moving the energy around to the things that can't attack. Granted, for Charizard, that shouldn't matter that much. But for other types of decks, this is annoying as all living hell. We'll grab 2 fans, I think. 2 fans. We have air balloons, we have handheld. Maybe 1 fan, actually? One fan. I think 1 fan is actually probably okay. We'll get a Hero Cape. Obviously, that'll be the A-Spec for this deck. If not being put on Lopunny to extend its life, putting it on Mega Kangaskhan with the fan. We need switches. Because, I mean, hopefully the game plan is use Lanoon, but if Lanoon falls through, then obviously one Counter Catcher is probably nice, and 2 Boss. Hopefully Lanoon doesn't fall through, but if Lanoon does fall through, you have these in deck. There we go. To switch. We're at 51 cards. What am I missing here? The 1 Counter Catcher is nice. 2 Boss. 2 Row to put things back in hand. Did I want to do Tool Scrapper so I could move things around in case I needed to? I don't think we need Tool Scrapper. Oh, the stadiums. Duh. The stadiums, so that Colorus makes sense. Yeah, I should probably look for those, shouldn't I? Let's see. We'll do all. We'll just set the stadium. Let me see. Community center's not necessary. Artisan's like an idea, but I don't think it's what I need. The retreat cost on Beach Court being 1 less makes Air Balloon more pertinent, actually. It also makes Lanoon not require any energy. It makes Lopunny not require any energy as well. In case it ever needs to switch out, and then I can Jet Energy something else. Or I can Jet Energy it back. Maybe Beach Court? Okay, it's only on basic, so not Lopunny. But the Kangaskhan, not Lanoon, because that's the stage 1. So the Kangaskhan and the Bouffalot. Basically, it's only there for the Kangaskhan, because then that makes Kangaskhan with Air Balloon actually able to get out. I don't think that's worth it. Obviously a Battle Cage. I don't know if I want 2 Battle Cages, but obviously a Battle Cage. Gravity Mountain is also a good stadium to hold on to. Lively gives 30 HP, so not what I'm looking for. Messagoza's not really worth it. Here we go. Tax the stage 1s do 10 more and with Practice Studio. It'd be the funniest thing to win with Practice Studio, I won't lie. Like, this is not a good stadium. But with Lopunny, every extra point of damage kind of works in its favor. So I think running those 3 stadiums is fine. You get Gravity Mountain to reduce it. You have Practice Stadium to do the extra 10. I'm like, 10 is like, it should never matter. Honestly, no, I'm not going to run that. It's a meme to run that, but like, I don't feel like it. If I have to, I'd rather run 2 of the Battle Cage or 2 of the Gravity Mountain. I just wish there was another stadium that I could really sit here and think of to use. I mean, Town Store for either Air Balloon or Handheld Fan would be pretty cool too. Obviously. We have no energy searching. So we're just relying on draw, and if we brick, we brick. It's just game over. If we brick, we brick. That's it. There's only there's only 3 tools, or 4 tools, I should say, in the deck, so like 2 Arvins is fine. We don't need rare candies, at least. Don't want my attacks to cost 1 more, obviously. It's hard because it doesn't look like a lot of stadiums really work with colorless. What does Celebratory Fanfare do? That's a terrible stadium. I'm feeling like running Town Store. Just to be like, hey, in case I really need that hero cape, like, right now. Right now. You know? The only other thing I think of is throwing in a TM evolution, but, like, again, the only evolution that I need is Loppy. Obviously, this deck can kind of just work around the Bouffalants. And the Mega Kangaskhan, obviously, but, you know. The only problem just being Ignition Energy. It's not great that this requires 3 energy to be useful. Do I maybe want to grab another type of energy right quick? I could grab a Luminous or a Prism. Do I want to grab Prism? Has to be attached to a basic to get the other energy. It's not a bad idea, I feel like. Did they ever fix that bug with Prism Energy, though? That's my question. I'm just trying to think. Because we have 10 energy. 10 energy should be fine, right? You have the errand. Run errand to put up in front. Honestly, if I'm going to run one and I don't want to risk the bug, I'll just throw a Luminous in there. Could maybe grab an Earthen Vessel. And Arvin. Oh, it's still set to stadiums, that's why. I might just run 2 stadiums, honestly. I don't have a full Arvin, do I? How much would this cost me? If I wanted 2 Arvins, how much is this? 25? It's not bad. So it's 2 Arvins. I'm wondering, because with 2 Arvins, do I really want Town Store? Lose the hero cape in case I have to save the Lopunny or anything else. Maybe Brave Bengal is what I want to try and throw on there. Bravery Charm also gives more HP at that point. Ooh, no, Brave Bengal won't work. Yeah, Brave Bengal won't actually do anything for me. Suppose I could still go with a Bravery Charm. The main gimmick of this is just trying to make sure that it's consistent enough to where I can constantly swap the Lopunny out and put it back in. The only thing I'm missing here is just kind of healing. And honestly, I could run Wally for healing. Like, I can just run a Wally's Compassion. It does put the energy back in hand, so I can take the jet energy off and then put it back on there. One Wally, maybe two Wally? I guess at this point then I can just go for the energy search in case I need it. If I don't feel like I need Town Store, then what I can do later is remove Town Store and instead go for either a second fan or or I guess another entity searching? Why don't we just grab the energy search? I want to do Earthen Vessel. Do I want to do Earthen Vessel? Do I have deck cards? What are some deck cards? The other Boof? Maybe? You know what? Super Rod. Super Rod, so I can get Pokemon out of discard in case I need them. One Super Rod. One Earthen Vessel. If I could spell. I think that is fine enough. I think that's good enough. So there's the full deck. We have Run Errand, so we can get 2 cards. I guess, yeah, the only other thing here is maybe throwing out Town Store for Fez. Having 18 Pokemon. In case I lose something. But unironically, the handheld fan should be annoying enough. The Hero Cape on Lopunny, or Hero Cape on Mega Kangaskhan could be pretty good too. Because Ignition... Oh no, Ignition needs for an evolution. Okay, so Ignition's not actually good. Okay. So instead of Ignition, we're instead gonna run more prize cards remaining your opponent. It's always evolution Pokemon, isn't it? And I know this is for stage 2s. Yeah. Okay. That puts a damper on my plans, actually. Because that tells me Ignition's not going to work for me. I'm glad I read that before going into an actual match. I guess at that point then we'll run 2 Mist. I want to risk the Prism. I'll run a Therapeutic. So yeah, the only problem now is going to be making sure that I constantly get to attack with Megalopony. Because otherwise, we're in a pickle. I feel like this deck has not got an exact focus, so we're going to struggle a little bit before I get this fully working. I'm just not sure where to really give it that extra focus. There's no way to give something more energy per turn. So it's all going to be slow going. Considering reversal requires it to be an evolution. That's just not something I would have thought about. I'm glad I read this card. And I'm glad I read this one as well, because, like, damn, that kind of sucks. That it's only on an evolution Pokemon that provides 3. Or unless Mega Evolution counts as an extra evolution on top of it, but I would assume that doesn't work. Alright, well, this deck's ready to go, I think. Yeah, I think this deck is ready to go. So we'll give it a shot. Hopefully everything I have works with everything. The Curly Wall plus the Bouffalant should get me somewhere in case I need it. The Lopunny will sit there in the back. If I have to, you put a Hero Cape on something. Air Balloon on Boofs. Just trying to think of, like, what is there maybe another tool I'm not thinking of? And there might be. If I need to make a comeback, do 30 more to be active with Defiance Band. Counter gain on Kangaskhan or Bouffalant would also be pretty cool. If I'm expecting to lose anything. But I don't think this deck is going to really go a lot for that. Maybe I'll... Experience share would also be... Nah, but that's basic energy. So one biggest problem is, like, I'm using a lot of special energy. Not basic. Because I'm not using, like, basic energy, it's gonna cost me a lot. Stage 1 takes 30 less is funny. I won't lie. That's really funny, actually. Rocky Helm. Same thing with Spike Energy. I could throw Spike Energy in here. Turbo Energize could also be a good idea. I didn't think about this, but it could also be a good idea. And then there's Vitality Band, which, I mean, it's Vitality Band. Vitality Band plus the Practice Studio is at least 20 extra at that point. The only thing I can think of is Counter Gain. Counter Gain is like the only other card I can think of that I would put in here. I think we'll try this out and then we'll just see, is the energy a problem? Because if energy is a problem, then I'll have to look into it. But I think this is ready. So we'll set it to active. We'll do it in casual, just to see if I can get some confidence with it first off, and then second off, we'll see if it works. If we can get it to work in casual, I don't like the thought of Mega Mewtwo. Fam's Old Lee is an interesting name, I'll say that one. Took a while for me to really get this going, but like, now we've actually made a deck on stream for once. And my opponent is gonna go first, makes me a little weary. What's in that deck that can let you go first? Oh, you know what? Carmine could also have been a nice card. So they took 2 mulligans, so we'll draw 2 off of that. We'll draw 2. We get the Hilda and a Nest Ball. So the next turn afterwards, we can set up and jump kick. Is that your turn? Okay. So we get Monkey. We immediately get the Monkey Dory. That's funny. So yeah, we'll Nest Ball. We'll grab a Baneri. Put it on the bench. We'll Hilda up the Lopunny and a Luminous? Yeah, Lopunny and a Luminous. We'll put Monkey Dory down and then put the Luminous on him for later. And then Wolf is up there? I should hold the fan for Mega Kangaskhan, but I should hold the fan for Mega Kangaskhan. I feel like this is gonna bite me in the ass later, but like we're gonna end turn there. Let's see. Does this come back to bite me? They get a Mareep on board. They're gonna Hilda for Arbok, I would assume. Yep, Arbok and a Rocket Energy. So this is where Bouffalant probably would have been. To each of my Pokemon. Okay. And that's just an effective damage. So we get the Lanoon. Obviously we can Monkey Dory some damage off into Mareep, which I'll do. I'll Adrenabrain off of I'll Adrenabrain off of Bouffalant. We'll put up Mega Lopunny. We don't need any sort of thing going on, so we'll just jet. Yeah. And then we're going to Gale Thrust. Go for number 6. Yep. That worked out way faster than I thought it would. Honestly, wasn't expecting that to work that fast. I wish I could see this person's deck, because I wonder what they were trying to do with the Arbok. None of this Pokemon's in the active spot. Your opponent can't play any Pokemon that has an ability from their hand, except for Team Rocket Pokemon. Oh, so I couldn't even put down the Mega Kangaskhan if I wanted to. So I got lucky having Bufalon up there. Well, that was kind of nice. I wasn't expecting that to work that well. Let's go for another one. We'll try a ranked match. We'll see. Can it hold up in ranked? We have a lot of basics that just sit there. So getting the switching online is gonna probably be the idea. Oh, is my opponent gonna go first or gonna make me go first? If I go first, it might be a bit of a problem. Maybe. I'm thinking I can handle myself if I go first, but we'll have to see. At least I get to evolve first. My opponent will go first. Okay. Alright, so we get to start with the Baniri. Not exactly the greatest start, and we get another mulligan hit. Not the exact greatest start that I want, but it's worth it for right now. I'm wondering what I'm fighting against is my thing. Lily Clefairy, okay. So they're gonna be ready. They're gonna fill up their bench. So it's the Mega Gardevoir. I remember that Frillish. Not good for me because their bench is already full. I have to fill my bench as well. Honestly. Buddy. We get the Linoon and the Baniri up. What do I want to do? We can leave Baniri up there. And all we can do at that point is just Charm, so that we take 20 less. But we're gonna lose the Baniri, which is kind of gonna have to be fine. I guess I could boss. Nothing has a bad. Ooh, the Frillish does have a bad retreat. So we'll pass. We'll let Baniri go. I don't feel like bossing something up that fast. And I really don't want to deal with Oceanic Gloom. It's just really bad to have to deal with. They have their Lily. I kind of wish I had got mine, because I really don't need this Hero Cape yet. Ah, that's bad. Obviously, that's not great. We'll put Linen up. Okay, Lily's good. I want to put the Baniri back. We'll put the Hero Cape on that Baniri. I don't think we need to do it yet. I hate to lose the jet energy, but like I kind of need to. Okay, good. So we get Bleep'n up. We'll we have a switch to play so we can make a Kangaskhan. I don't exactly mind losing that setup, but at the same time, we will switch. Because this isn't a deck that's gonna hit my bench for anything. We can run Errand. We get a Nest Ball and a Counter Catcher. What would I want to bring up? There's no point in counter catching except to force a waste, I guess. There's not really a point, I feel like, to getting another Nest Ball. See, this is the problem now, because I don't have what I need to switch in so I can do damage. I think we'll just end turn before I just lose the game. Like, I'm stuck here. This is one problem of I'm stuck here. I had the jet energy, and now I don't have the jet energy, and I'm waiting on a Hilda. There's a Bravery Charm. I wonder what would get that. Alright, so we'll take 200 on that. That's gonna have to be kind of fine. Okay, so we finally get the Hilda. I feel like taking out the Frillish now. So, we'll Hilda up the Mega and the Jet. Drop the Mega. Put the Jet up. I could have run Errand first. I kind of wasn't thinking about that before I did Jet. A lot of things to actually think about at that point. But we will counter catcher up Frillish, because I don't want it. I don't want the other thing to exist. I don't like that they just thumbs up me like that. Very much don't like that they thumbs up me like that, but I really don't like Frillish. Because yeah, this is gonna do 200, and that's fine. 260 or just 200? Alright, so they're gonna fill their bench. That's fine. Now the only thing we're looking for is Lanoon, so we can get the switching online. Mega Gardevoir is probably coming up. I could have also maybe took out Curlia because I didn't want to deal with Frillish as well. Or, Jellicent and Mega Gardevoir, but like, yeah, we'll see. So there's Mega. We have a boss. We can Spike Guard one turn if I get the other energy I need. Which I could Colress for. Throwing away a rare candy for energy, obviously, good idea. They can retreat a Lily Clefairy. Kind of wondering how this is gonna go. They got a determination. Fills their bench. No basics available to fill the bench. What are they grabbing? A Fez? A Curlia? Monkey Dory to move the damage counters off. Alright, that's fair. But doesn't this deck only have the one Luminous? Or does it have multiple Luminous? Okay, yeah, so we survive. We survive. So we have another Jet. That's fine to have another Jet. The only other thing I'm worried about is making sure I get some form of, I think we can risk getting a... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. That's not good. Can I decline? I can't decline, can I? So I have to. Alright. I don't like that. That tells me the other Veneries are in here. That's not good. So then what we'll have to do is we can... I'm going to Chorus to try and grab the Gravity Mountain and... do I want the Dark Energy? I want the... I think I'll just grab the Mist. Yeah, we'll just grab the Mist. We will set Mist on you. Just so I can do the 160. And we'll prepare something else for next turn. The only one problem I've got right now is I kind of need Turo. That's about it. I kind of need Turo right now. It's going to move the damage. I think this is a one-shot because I gave them the extra by accident. Yeah, this is going to be a one-shot, so I'm going to lose Megalopony. This might be a wash completely. Just barely. That's gonna be the one problem, is that, like... I didn't know I could not decline bench. I thought I could decline bench. The fact that I cannot decline bench makes this bad. I don't want that Boufflant. I don't have a switch either. No Hilda either. Is Hilda in the bottom or is it in my prize? I can jet up a Boof, I guess. It's just, that's kinda it. That's kinda all she wrote. I can look for the other switch. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna throw down Gravity. I'm going to... Ugh. This is so terrible. There's like no point to boss. At all. There's really no point, and it's gonna take me too long. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. There's not really a way for me to win this, because I should have probably went for the Curlia. I was just really afraid of Jellicent. I probably should have went for the Curlia. Or I should have just hit the... I should have hit the Clefairy, actually, because then I could have knocked out the Clefairy. Yeah, I probably should have just hit the Clefairy. Well, let's try again. I got really spooked by it. That's probably also another Mega Gardevoir. Because if you've seen the Jellicent, that's not a fun thing to play against. Handheld Fan's not coming into play a whole lot. It would have been great to put on something there. don't mind going first. Just not having supporters turn 1 is not the greatest. Did I... How? How? Brother, how? And then I have to sit with Monkey Dory up front? Oh, well, this is fun to play against. Well, let's see how many Benaries are here. We have 3 Benaries. We'll put Boof up. And then... Is it safe to leave Monkey Dory up front? Maybe. I'm going to end turn. Maybe it's safe to leave Monkey Dory up front. Starting to think maybe playing some Pokegears would also probably be a good idea. So obviously with Tandem Unit, they're going to grab 2 basic electric. Iron Hands, so this is Mega Manectric deck. Oh, and the Joltik. Doesn't look like there's any energy this turn for them. Does it... Okay, so they put the energy on Electrike, which is fine, I guess. Crispin, there it is. They can retreat there. Electric go in the hand. They're gonna put it on Joltik, so they're expecting to lose Miraidon. Yeah, so they're expecting to lose Miraidon. We get the Jet Energy, which is great, so we don't have to waste a switch. No draw for us this turn. That's not great, but you know, we at least get 2 prize cards. So let's see what's in those. One-shotting the Miraidon. We'll go 4 and 3. Luminous Colress isn't bad. Obviously, they'll be able to Joltik charge this turn if they go for that. But I wonder if they're going to evolve. Their Iron Hand's going to take a bit to get charged up. Manectric's ready. But do they have Manectric? Is the actual true question. This is fine for me, honestly. Don't really like it being on the bottom of my deck, but I get a Lily. We can town store up the Hero Cape. Oh, you just get to put that on there. Oh. Okay, I didn't realize you just get to put that on there. Put Lanoon down. We'll town store. Cool. Grab the Hero Cape. Put the Hero Cape on. Lily. We get the Dark Energy for Monkey Dory. We have the Lanoon for next turn. And we have a Wally's Compassion as well. So what we'll do now is we'll Mist. And then we will just like Hopper. I didn't need to. I could have just Gale Thrusted again, but like having it ready is good. Battle Cage is nice. Now they have access to a town store. I have my Linoon. Did I grab the right Linoon? I did. Okay, here comes Manectric. I don't think they can one-shot me. It's 200 plus 130, so it's 330. So with the Hero Cape, I survive, thankfully. That's good. With the Hero Cape, I do survive. It's not entirely great, is it? Yeah, you need all energy in order to get that to work. So you have to be able to build that energy back up. So their Amp It Up could do, because it's a free retreat, so the Amp It Up could end up doing what they need. We're gonna Linoon, which allows me to switch it with my active. And then we're going to Battle Cage so that they can't get any use of the town store after me. I don't think I need the Earthen Vessel. I think I just need a Wall of Compassion. Because then I can just jet energy back up. And Gale Thrust. Next turn I can put the Mist Energy back up and take the last 3 prize cards I need. So that was the power of the Wall of Compassion just coming into play. Now they can't get the Amp It Up to work. And if I have to, I can just put the Mist Energy or the basic Dark on Linoon so I can get a free retreat. So they're going to do the 120? Nope, they're gonna go to Iron Hands. They're gonna go for the arm press. So we get the Dark, that's fine. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I mean, like, we 230 it, it's gone. The only other problem I have is that I don't have another Baneri on bench. We're gonna put a Dark on Linoon. And we're gonna Lily. Oh, sweet. We have it for next turn. I'm gonna put the Baneri out. It has to be during this turn, right? Yeah, it has to be during that turn. So, what we'll do... We can't... I think this is a perfectly good day to instead retreat, do a full-ass retreat, and put Baneri up. Let's see if they have a boss's orders. And if they do, then we're kind of screwed, but I think this is fine. Because I can just do an air balloon retreat if they don't knock it out. Honestly, this goes them in the amp you very much to get their 2 prize if they want it. They have to boss up. Yeah, they're gonna take the amp you very much. That's fine. So, yeah, we're just gonna put Lanoon up. Yep. Retreat. Pop you up. Boss. Missed, I guess. And then Gale Thrust for victory. And there you go. This deck is actually working a lot better than I thought it would. I just am making a little bit of misplays, which... I'm still scared of Charizard, because Charizard just one-shots the Lopunny. And I don't even think Handheld Fan does anything against that. And then the only other problem is trying to build up the Bouffalance in case I need that Bouffalant EX to be a backup attacker. Because we don't have double turbo anymore. I think that got rotated. So not having a good way to attach energy is bad. The only other thing I can think of doing is trying to figure out where to put Crispin in. But unironically, this has been a pretty good session of the deck. 2-1 is pretty nice. What do we now? Diglett? Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna take another look at it. There's obviously something I can do differently here. I could maybe run one less Curly Wall and do... one less Curly Wall, maybe. And put in some Ultra Balls here and there. Just so I can just grab the Lanoon if I need Lanoon. Because all Buddy Buddy grabs is just Baneri and Zigzagoon. Which is why I only have 2 of them, because there's no reason otherwise. But Wally's Compassion did its job very well. Arguably makes me want to put 2 Wally's Compassion in there instead of just 1. We never got to see the Super Rod. Earthen Vessel, again, is like that emergency, I need energy right now. Obviously, if I probably had played the Mega Gardevoir match a little bit better, Gravity Mountain would have been enough. Countercatcher, the boss's orders is fine. Turo's fine. I didn't need the Iono. I'm kind of surprised Lopunny did as good as it could. And now it makes me really think about the fact that it does just one-shot Lily's Clefairy. Which is cool. Wait a minute. Was I afraid of Jellicent EX for no reason? No, it's 270. Okay. I thought for a second I one-shot it, but no, it's 270, so it takes 2 attacks. I don't want it to sit up there and have to take 2 attacks. Mega Kingston's there for draw, which is great. It also just helps out Lanoon. Yeah, the only other thing I can think about is dropping a Curly Wall, putting in Fez. Potentially, instead, dropping a Boof, dropping a Mega Kangaskhan, and making 3 and 3, just so I have a better chance of seeing them? That's about it as well. And then again, the only other problem being energy is very hard to come by. I could run one Crispin instead of Luminous. Or... Well, I could run 2 Psychic Energy instead of a Mist and a Luminous, and then run a Crispin, so that I can do some faster attaching. Because obviously Energy Switch doesn't help me, because that's only for basic energy. Poison feels like another avenue you can take this in, because it helps shore up any remaining missing damage. The beauty of Lopunny is just that it's a 1 energy attack, and it's colorless. I'd imagine if this was a fighting type Lopunny, because it's the Mega Lopunny is usually normal fighting if I'm not mistaken, this would not do as well, honestly. Yeah, there is the biggest problem of basically not having any draw. If I can't draw, I'm kind of cooked. But all in all, I'd say things went extremely well tonight. I think with that being said, though, having gone through all of the packs that we opened, and honestly, kind of riding the high that I have, I'm gonna call it a night before I lose my will to live. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Take care. Have a fantastic night. I'll see you tomorrow for some Kirby Air Riders, assuming I get that installed in my Switch right. And then, yeah, I'm going to look more into my Mega Lopunny deck, just feeling like there's gotta be something missing here to make it more consistent. But, you know, we'll be seeing a lot more Pokemon TCG Live across, you know, next year and years to come, assuming I'm not dead or having to do something else important with my life. We'll be seeing it a lot more to come over the coming next few months. Especially after we finish Borderlands 4. Hey! Is that E-Man with the raid? Hey, welcome in! How you guys doing? Alright, you know what? Since I'm getting a raid, I'm not going to end right this second. I'll go ahead and go for one more match. Why not? We'll go for one more match. How you doing, E-Man? Let's snooze that ad for a couple minutes. We'll go for one more TCG match. Just for the extra raid. I am afraid. Why did it just match me against Lucario? My one weakness. I am dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I should have quit while I was ahead. I don't like that they want to go first. What am I starting with? Mega Kangaskhan? That's not the worst thing, starting with both switches, actually. We do have the Hero Cape. Really wish I could use Ignition Energy. Wait, are we actually Charizard and not Lucario? Ooh, that Lily sounds really tempting. That Lily is really tempting. I'm probably going to Buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. We're going to draw first. Okay, good, good. That's really good. We're going to Town Store. Gonna look for and grab the handheld fan. Yes. And attach it to that. We don't need to worry about the attack on there. I'm just going to put the cape on that. And then we're going to Lily. Just to make sure we get something better in hand, we're going to boof. We're going to get the second Baneri up there, because that's a good idea. And we're going to pass turn. Now, I have to be very conscious of the fact that I gave them Town Store. If they do not put down one more bench, we just win. From the look of it, it doesn't look like the hand size is doing them any favors right now. So they're going to go for the Town Store. We're going to see what they can pull up. We're going to pull up an evolution. So they must have something on bench. Because there's no way they're going to do it and just hold it, right? Something I do need to actually figure out is if I can Jet Energy Baneri, and then it still counts for Lopunny. I'll have to look into that in a practice match. I don't feel like trying new things out right now. If I can draw a Hilda. Alright, they're gonna Lily. They should have waited the Town Store then. There's a Charmander, alright. We're gonna get Charmeleon. That's fine. They're not gonna do any damage because Curly Wall. Battle Cage is fine. Or they are going to do damage. Other Boufflant. I don't have a second Boufflant in play, that's why. Oh, but we got the Hilda. Okay, so we're going to take out the Charmeleon. We're just going to have to see if they have a, who's-ma-call-it. We're just going to have to see if they have a, honestly, just grab the other Jet Energy. A rare candy. Before I Jet Energy, run errand. Perfect. So, I think that's all I need to do is Jet. Yeah. And then I don't need to throw the Boufflant because Boufflant doesn't give me anything. The only other Boufflant I want to put up is the EX Boufflant. So now they only have the one Charmander. So they need a rare candy and the Charizard. Not hard to get. They could already just have it in hand. They have the Mega Kangaskhan in hand. I only do 60. So they're gonna retreat into their Kangaskhan, that's fine. They're gonna run errand. They have a boss so we can just knock out the Charmander. I have a switch in hand so I can switch into... No, I don't want to do that. I can retreat. Yeah, I can retreat and then I can switch back in. Or they could do me the honors for some reason. Because I can just put a second Jet on there. Okay, they had the rare candy. But they don't have the Oricorio. But they have Fire Breather. That is what I'm afraid of, because if they can get Oricorio next turn, or they... Yeah, if they can get Oricorio next turn, that's a problem. Okay. So, they're going to be able to do 180. Oh, we got the other Lopunny. Okay. We got the other Lopunny. I don't want to do that. That's going to help them. So we can just jet energy up in boss's orders. Let's run Aaron first. We got the other boof. Okay. Well, that's just the bench now. Wasn't expecting to get the other boof. We're gonna boss up that Charizard. We're gonna jet this Lopunny. Lovely. And then we're going to Gale Thrust. What they need now is Oricorio. If they don't have Oricorio, they just kind of lose. We're bossing up. Mega King is good again, so they're going to... Hey, thanks, E-Man. It was nice seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, that's just funny. I mean, like, this is just kind of gonna make them concede, and I kind of feel bad, but... So they're gonna just kind of... I'm just gonna run Aaron. Oh, so I get my other boss's orders in case I needed that. I also have Turo. I mean, I can just kind of jet energy this one back. Yeah, I could just jet this. I should probably not. I have a switch. What am I doing? I have a switch. Like, I had a switch. This now does the 230, yeah. We get 3 prize cards. My hand is gargantuan. Buddy to grab Charmanders. They're gonna be able to rare candy one of those Charmanders, which is okay. We'll finally be able to evolve. And so... what we'll do with that evolution is, because we have the boss's orders in hand, I'm going to Excited Dash. And then we're going to jet energy back up. And we're going to Gale Thrust. Now, unless they top deck the mother of all top decks right now, we win. And even if they don't top deck the mother of all top decks right now, we win. It is actually essentially checkmate. Because I have a second Mega Lopunny on bench, I just win. Yep. We have to do 920. That made me less fearful about Mega Charizard than I thought I would be. But I also just got to play against somebody who just didn't get to fill their bench, and I just kept hitting them out of it. Without the rare candy, they can't really get to Charizard X, and they need the Oricorio as well. They have to be able to Nest Ball up Oricorio. It's kind of like the shame of the deck that they give you because they only put one Nest Ball in there. It's kind of dumb, actually. They put a Fez in there, which is nice, but only one Nest Ball is not good for that deck. Because there's just... you need to see it. Like, There's 3 Oricorios. I'm kind of surprised this guy never got the Oricorio. I was a little bit fearful if he did. I didn't go up a rank. Or is that just because this is done? Yeah, because every time I get points, I get Battle Pass points. Yeah, I'm taking a look at it. There's only one Nest Ball. There's only one Earthen Vessel, which is kind of fine if you're playing Fire Breather. Because then you can just search for it out of your deck anyway. Orbiting for TM Evolution is also good. I think they also just misplayed using Town Store. Because if they had waited, they could have had the TM Evolution afterwards. There's only 2 Oricorios, not 3. Honestly, is the Reshiram worth it for late game? Sure, if you have the Oricorio, but... And then because I would think Charizard EX by itself is great for the late game. You have 4 Charmanders, you could have a 2-and-2 setup. I don't know. I mean, also the Super Energy Retrieval is just nice. The Precious Trolley, I guess they never got Precious Trolley either. From the looks of it, it looked like it was the unedited deck. I am honestly quite surprised how well the Megalopony did tonight. I mean, I say that it's only been like 4 matches, but like... Honestly, I'm very much surprised that this deck did as well as it did. I just need to figure out how to make it more consistent, and then I have no grievances with it ever. We got the Lanoon, kind of late, but we got it. With the Jet Energies. I'm just like, do I need 4 Jet Energies? That's my only concern. Do I want to drop a Mist for a 4th Jet? Do I want to drop a basic Dark or 2 for a 4th Jet and something else? Maybe I do want to play that Crispin and not have an Air Balloon. It kind of... It's a little weird to think about. Maybe I do want the Pokegear so I can get to Lilies faster. Get to the Turo faster. Get to the Iono faster. Get to the Hilda faster. But yeah, no, honestly, very surprised that this deck just did as well as it did. I was expecting to get stomped. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm very glad that I didn't. So yeah. A little bit longer of a game. Had I had a way to just do 70 damage in 1 turn, that would have been it, turn 1 for me, but unfortunately we missed that opportunity. But yeah, I think tonight was great. So, thank you for watching the little extra version bit. Hope you had fun watching tonight. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic night. Which button is my end key?